Desarde. I'm happy to see you. I can't wait to find this famous cave of knowledge and what it contains. I could probably go alone, but just think about what you could learn and not... Don't you want to understand where you're...
You're right, Afra. I will accompany you.
Thank you, Desarde. Let's return to Duncas's village. Our new friends will surely be able to tell us more about this cave.
Protect me in this battle!
Watch out! Grenade!
Protect me in this battle!
Watch out! Grenade!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Your magic is running out! Take advantage! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
You should bring the potion!
May the enlightened protect me in the...
We are happy to see you again. You will always be welcomed as friends here.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you too. But we came to ask you something.
Of course. What do you want?
When we participated in the Dunkus meditation, he spoke of a cave of knowledge you had to go to.
And you want to see it? You still wish to learn how we become bound? It is a very sacred place. Only those who will become Donegada may enter there.
That's right, Year One. But they saved my life.
If someone finds out that we have helped the Renaigse to enter a sacred place, they will refuse to bind me.
Dunkus will never do such a thing. What needs to be done will happen, no matter what.
You're probably right.
Look for the entrance in the Vedhat Ganadu. Entering there will not be easy, but you will have to discover the rest by yourself. Like true apprentices.
Thank you, Morian. And fear not. No one will ever learn what you have entrusted us with.
savage spoke the truth. We'll be rich soon. I don't like the thought... Hey! What are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Except we found this place first. The treasure is ours. So I suggest you disappear.
Listen, we didn't mean to bother you. We were only exploring the area. But perhaps you could tell us exactly what you're doing here.
You look like... We also are, explorers. We discover secret places. That type of thing.
Really? And you found one near here?
Yeah. We managed to convince a savage to talk to us. And he told us there's a holy cave not far from here. The kind of place where the natives hide their treasures. But be careful, eh? It's ours.
And how do you plan on entering this cave?
Well, with enough explosives, we'll eventually get through those roots blocking the entrance. It's only a matter of time.
I see. Very subtle. And the islander didn't tell you anything about this?
He didn't really have the time. And he didn't have a key on him. Just some bloody seeds. Anyway, now that you know what we're doing here, you'd better leave.
Listen, I don't want to worry you, but you are taking a big risk by... When the Islanders clan notice his disappearance, they will come for him. You can imagine what will happen then.
Yeah, you're not wrong. With the time it'll take to craft enough explosives. Never mind, guys. We're leaving, fast!
Seems like this painting depicts some kind of ritual.
Yes. The character at the center is pouring blood on a stone. And one of these giant creatures that the natives call Nardigs is present.
The location looks like the stone circle where we met the two young natives. The character has changed. He now resembles an Onol Manawi.
You're right. They even depict his bond to the forest. Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the islanders.
Esco halen. Esco valg med agengo selerge mantadabem. Avenundanum.
Mach, es boglen daiga ni dau. A yigi dames etier como lei.
Cair to, Morian. Ages radai de radi dau em tair gerbegan.
Cau den nes greta como lei. Nas oltargo tu. Vreg de det mad advat. Abud antadab me en ekekam. No adaholeg.
Where are you going? We must leave before they discover our presence. The paintings in the cave were magnificent. It is obvious that they depict the bonding ritual. It is by pouring their blood on the raised stones that the...
I'm not really sure if I follow you.
And yet it's clear to see that there must be some sort of contamination. The only way to verify this theory is to attend a full...
How will we know when it takes place?
Dunkus said it would take place after the young people visited the... And they will most likely need some preparation. What do you say? Will you come with me?
Very well. I hope that Dunkus will not be too angry after seeing us there.
Let's take some time to rest, and then we'll go back to the place where we met them.
You again. Your curiosity is truly unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but
If you are one of ours, Afra, you can attend the ritual, but no Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to... How are you? You must be feeling impatient.
Impatient, yes, and
It's only natural to, but I will be by your side.
I cannot wait for the ritual to begin. I cannot wait for the ritual to begin. I cannot wait for the ritual to begin.
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many loins in some villages. All the young Sinalman. You seem different from the other Zafra.
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Duncan.
I believe you. But I hope that your brothers will not be there.
Times really must have changed, for these are very different from the others.
I know I look like them, but I'm not one of them.
You may not be bonded, but your parents. You should be proud and happy about it. It is probably thanks to your bond that Donkas has accepted your presence.
Arwich neistiri, adesta marar mam.
Meneda. You are an Onolmanawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides. Like a real Donegard.
Thank you, Donkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkas.
We are under attack.
The others don't matter.
I won't let them take you, Mariam.
They won't touch you!
You can count on me.
They will try and engulf our enemies. Take a potion.
Come here. Let's see what you're capable of.
Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkas. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized that this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel, But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I am afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the Loyans are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
What did you think about that moment next to the campfire with the elders of Vigigador?
It was strange and a bit frustrating to me.
Had those old sages not been there, you and I next to the fire, it could have been a romantic moment.
Oh, you are really strange, Desade. Thinking about such things as anything else.
How did you feel when we visited the cave?
Astonishment, I think. I felt as it was strangely moved.
It could have been a perfect moment, had it just been the two of us. Like those young people.
Is that really the only thing you took? I'm starting to think that my masters were right. Anything else?
Do you think that attending this ceremony has changed your world vision?
Yes, obviously. Before it, I was so... This ritual made me... This new vision gives me new perspective.
At last. You understand that science does not hold all the answers.
That may be true, but trying to understand... Anything else?
Did you have any fellow students?
Of course. It was more of a competition.
I wondered if you didn't feel alone at times.
Do you mean intimate relationships? I had a few here and there. Body and mind have different needs. Even anything else.
What do you think of the love that unites those young people? It really seems as...
It's true. I don't think... On the continent, where everything is political...
Do you ever think that you could become that close to someone?
To be honest, no. Not before I saw this young couple.
What about now?
I do not like to lose myself in vain reveries. But for some time now, I've begun to think that anything else.
I must leave you.
I'm happy you came to find me. Allow me to. I should have spoken to you.
Indeed, you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. But we gradually learned to understand. Based on what I know today, she told me her name. She even gave me a pendant for you.
She gave me a necklace when I went to say goodbye to her. Did my mother tell you the name of her?
No. But I'm sure the Nauts can help us.
It was such a long time ago.
The Nauts record everything down to the gentlest breeze. So, do you want to try and find?
Yes.
Let's go then.
Karantz, do you need something?
Do you have anyone? A friend, perhaps, whom you can talk...
I usually confide in, and I think she resents me for...
I know we've only known each other for a little while, but if you need someone to...
Thank you, Anal Manawi. You... anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
What did you think of your brother? Meeting him?
I had high expectations for this encounter, and I found myself in front of a conceited...
While it was disappointing, this encounter must have allowed you to...
This is true, and I'm very grateful to you. Thanks to you, I feel like myself. It's a service I will not forget. Did you want anything else?
What do the Naught's tattoos mean?
The first tattoo we get indicates whether we're sea-born. They tell of everything we've been through. Our rank.
Do they also depict your heartaches?
Some of us get the name of their lover tattooed, but our faces do not reflect that kind of adventure. Did you want anything else?
Now that the Admiral has forgiven you, do you intend to set...
Without a doubt, but do not worry. I will not leave you before I find out where our story leads.
I hope that once this is all over, I will get to sail with you again.
I hope so too. To be truthful, I'd rather not leave these shores without you. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
You have come at the right time, Your Excellency. I am in a delicate situation.
I'm listening, Admiral.
Captain Reuben warned me that he suspected a member of his... It is almost certain she sent secret navigation...
Why ask me to take care of it?
This is a very serious accusation. The Norts are like a family, very connected. I think an external view is required to be certain. Anyway, their ship is anchored at New Serene. Your authority will allow you to get more...
I see. What is the exact nature of the...
It's up to you to find out. You've seen the techniques we use.
I agree. Where can I find Captain Root?
At the port in your town. I'm counting on you, Your Excellence.
I have come to talk to you about a personal...
After what I revealed to you, I wish... What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships. Of an islander captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's...
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part.
Is there no one on Teofredi who can help us?
Very well. I do know
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm...
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
De Sardet?
Yes, Admiral?
Don't get too caught up in the past. That one in particular.
Whether or not we choose to get caught up in it, Admiral.
What brings you here?
The Admiral asked me to shed light on your little problem.
I see. All right.
You told the Admiral that you suspect one of your crew.
Indeed. The young apprentice sailor. No, she only joined us a short time. Did you want to know anything else?
What led you to these suspicions?
Well, the girl's behavior. She was then. Suddenly, she became nervous. She's a recent recruit, which inevitably raised... Sometimes I saw her hanging around my cabin. My papers were. And since we've returned to port, she's almost never... But you should probably talk to the other members of the crew.
I have the feeling that what aroused your suspicions most is the fact that she...
You must understand that volunteers are very... Their beliefs are quite contrary. Did you want to know anything else?
Do you know what information she...
I don't know exactly what you know.
Let's say that magic does...
I see. Well, of course she knows that too. And by searching through my papers, she could get even... Did you want to know anything else?
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain of the ship we arrived on.
The Seahorse? Yes. It's an excellent ship, but you did the crossing. You know it as well. Did you want to know anything else?
The Admiral told me...
The Seahorse? But you... Did you want to know it?
That'll be all, Captain. Thank you.
Hey, happy to see you again.
Good, thank you.
Then straight to it.
I'm looking for a Nord.
I know her. She joined our crew. Did you try the tavern? Don't give me that look there. No matter. When we're at... It might be that little Alba went there. Anything else?
How have things been going for you since we landed?
In the beginning, it was kind of strange. Didn't understand why the Admiral grounded him. We made the crossing without a hit, and since Captain Rubin took the helm for you, but then I'm not going to complain. We've been sailing the small rounds of go from port to port around the island. Space, anything else?
I need to go. Farewell.
Smooth sailing.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
Can you tell me anything about her?
Well, I don't know her very well, but she pulls her weight. You can't help that being said.
Would you know where I could find her?
No. Well, I hope she didn't do something stupid. Anything else?
Are you happy on Teofredi?
More than on the continent, that's it. Especially after what happened to Jonas. The island is beautiful, and the natives rather friendly, but all said and done. Anything else?
I need to be off. Perhaps we'll meet later.
Farewell, then.
Your Excellency.
The pleasure is shared.
What can I do for you?
I would like you to tell me anything you can.
She joined our... You know, she is one of those rare knots. And she did everything she could to become one of... She suddenly became distraught and frightened.
Do you know where I could find her?
No. I've not seen her... Anything else, Your Excellency?
How have things been since you made it back?
Very good. I do miss my parents. My real family is on the waves. Thanks for helping me. Anything else, Your Excellency?
I'm afraid I need to be going.
None of this helps us. They all told us pretty much the same thing. She changed her behavior when she arrived here. Perhaps this is a sign, or perhaps not.
We were told that she was sometimes at the tavern. We should take a look there.
This time, you are going too far. I will not let you say one more word.
That's it. You can shout. Oh.
Come on, gentlemen. Please come.
Who are you to give...
That's true.
My child, I doubt that your job as legate.
You better get out of here unless you want to end up...
Ooh. On guard, sir! On guard!
Protect me in this battle!
Hello, Your Excellency. I hope you're having a pleasant time.
I did not come to be entertained.
She cannot be downstairs. She wouldn't have enough money. You should question the soldier sitting...
Very well. Goodbye, soldier.
Hey, look at that! How may I help you?
We're looking for a young Nort.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about, but I don't know where she is.
Have you ever heard her talk about...
Are you asking me if she's a spy? But if that's why you're looking for her, I'm often mistaken for a drunkard, so they pay no attention to me.
Tell me what you saw.
I'd like to tell you all that, but... my throat's a little dry, my friend. Do you want to know anything else?
Tell me what you...
I'd like to tell you all.
That'll be all, soldier. Thank you.
My dear child, what can...
What was your role at my uncle's...
No. Taleme was hoping to convert. I tried to teach you some of the basics, but you were so young.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Oh, here you are.
We're looking for a young...
Yeah, I think... Right.
Have you ever heard her...
Are you asking me if she's a spy? But if that's why you look... I'm often mistaken for a...
Tell me what you saw.
I'd like to tell you all that. Do you want to know anything else?
We're looking for a...
Yeah, but I don't know.
Have you ever heard her...
Are you asking me? But if that's why I'm often mistaken for a drunk...
Tell me what you...
I'd like to tell... Do you want to know?
That'll be all, soldier. Thank...
Hello, Your Excellency. Please express my most sincere admiration to your cousin. He's such a handsome man.
What can I pour for you?
Give me a bottle of your best drink.
There you go. But be careful.
Oh, here you are.
Tell me what you saw. This should quench your thirst.
Well, returning late at night, I spotted a guy I'd seen, and he was in the street, fiddling with a stove. So, I took a closer look when he left, but no. There was a box under the... They were messages, and from the look of it... Now, I don't know how to read, so I couldn't understand what it was...
Where is this hiding place?
Cross the bridge at the exit of the town. On the...
Thank you, soldier.
My pleasure. Do you want to know anything else?
That'll be all. This stone must be the one the soldier told us of.
It's a dead drop.
Well then, We'll have to catch whoever used...
Oh, I'm a little old for hiding in the bushes, but if that's what you...
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Watch out! Grenade!
The shadow engulf our enemies!
From here, we can see the box perfectly.
Shall we wait here?
Someone is coming. He's just a messenger, but we should follow him.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Please, sire, I surrender.
Soldier, we saw you retrieving documents from the dead drop.
What of it? I'm carrying out the mission.
We have no time to waste, soldier.
Very well. Very well. A man from the Alliance pays me to come here every 2 days to retrieve. I have to collect the messages.
Who is this man?
No idea. He did not want to give me his name.
And where is the meeting place?
It depends. He leaves me a note at the tavern with the location. Listen, this was just a little bit of extra coin for me.
I won't say a thing.
Here. Goodbye, Your Excellency.
Don't move, sir.
What do you want from me?
Your messenger's not. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and so I suggest you talk.
You're wasting your time.
Do you realize that you were Don't you think you better explain?
Wait! I don't want to end some time ago. It was rumoured that there's secrets of the Nauts, so I started exchanging messages. The Naut who was willing to give up these secrets demand, but we were only at the negotiation stage.
Who is the Naut you're talking to?
I've no idea. The messages were signed...
Very well.
Now, if you'll allow me...
You'll find all you need in us.
Ah, Your Excellency.
There is indeed a spy among the Nauts. I have recovered this note, which seems to suggest the Alliance citizen we met did not win the bid.
I knew it. My logbook has just been stolen. And of course, Do we really still need proof?
This book must be found at all costs before Alba sells it. Your Excellency, can we count on you once more?
I would like to help.
Alba is from Ptolemy.
This reduces the search area a little.
This is a trail that deserves to be followed.
In the conflict between the Nauts and the Ordo Luminis, we spoke to a superior on the port. We could go find him.
Yes, I remember Fernando. Let's go and see him.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our products are...
Good day, Desat.
We're looking for a young Naut.
I've heard about her. Several crew members told me that you should ask them if you want to learn. But me? I've not seen her. More questions?
Thanks. I've got it. Hello. We're looking for a young Naut who arrived. Her name is Alba.
Maybe. I saw a sea given that I didn't recognize hanging out on the... She was talking with the...
Your Excellency, what fair wind brings you here?
We're looking for a young Naut who arrived.
Yes, I remember her well. She asked me when our ship was leaving, and if I told her she better talk to the captain. But we weren't leaving right away in any case, so she left.
You say she was fleeing her...
Yes, that's what she said. He followed her here.
Did she tell you what his name...
Yes. She told me that if a certain gentleman... Lorenz? That's it, Lorenz. If he was asking after her...
Surely it was a fake excuse. We're looking for her for espionage and treason.
Really? Yet she seems sincere.
If her father is actually here...
Well, at one point I asked, she told me she could not go to the tavern. So maybe...
I must leave you.
May the Enlightened bless you.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Good day.
Greetings! May the word of St. Matthias guide you.
Have you heard Father Aloysius' sermon? A bit too hateful for my taste. He should know that moderation goes...
It's blocked.
Have a nice day, sir.
Can I get you anything?
No, thank you. Hello. Are you Master?
Indeed, sir. What do you want from me?
My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and I have a few questions for you. We're looking for a young Naut called Alba. We were told that you're her father.
Alba. What a stupid name. Her real name is Clara. And yes, she is my daughter, although she chose to deny me.
Have you seen her recently?
Alas, no. Otherwise, I would have brought that little idiot back to Thélème. Why did she have to leave? What madness could make her leave the convent to go to sea?
Your daughter is accused of espionage and treason by the Nauts. Do you think she could be guilty?
Espionage? I can't believe it. But treason? How can it be denied? She rejected her country, her faith, and her family by getting on that ship. But I will soon bring her back on the right path. I hired a sleuth from the Ordo Luminis.
Tell me more about this sleuth.
Some inquisitors are specialists in hunting criminals, or heretics, or young scatterbrains. That's certainly the case with this Johannes. He will bring her back to me, and she will return to the convent in Thélème.
Do you know where we could find him? Maybe he could help us.
His last message was about a missionary camp where he had followed her near... Wench... something or other. I'm sorry, I can't remember those island names.
Thank you, sir.
If you find her, bring her back to me. She will no longer have the chance to betray anyone at the convent. I hope we're done.
I'll leave you, sir.
A missionary camp near an island village whose name begins with Wen. He must be talking about Wen Xavier. Shall we go there?
Karants, do you need something?
I've never heard you talk about your father.
He was the bad.
What happened to him?
He was killed. My mother, anything else?
I must leave you. See you later. Get down and listen. It seems to me that it's our sleuth.
Let me go. I've done nothing wrong.
Speak, if you...
I don't know. I'm thirsty.
You will have nothing until you
Have mercy.
I don't care. If you die, I will...
I recognize this sleuth from the Ordo Luminis. It's Johannes. He's obviously still looking for Alba.
He's questioned...
Hey, who goes there? Who are you? And what are you doing here? Are you spy?
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the...
That dirty little eel.
Listen, we're not here for a simple family issue. So I must ask you to stop this hunt so
I made a commitment to find this young woman and bring her back to her father. I have been promised a
Your reputation. And here you are again, involved in their business.
Well, I'm going back to San Martin. And happy hunting.
Let's free this poor man.
May the grass be forever soft under your feet, Renan. He would have killed me.
You're probably right. Do you think you can answer us?
You saved me. Meet me in Wenchave. You are the ones who saved me from so... I owe you so much. But...
We're looking for a Naut girl.
But I promised Alba to say nothing.
And you risked your own life keeping your promise. If we do not find her first...
So she was right to be afraid. I led her into the fort. If you have one of your...
Thank you.
Do you want anything else?
Do you offer services as a...
Sometimes I take renegades, but right now we have... Did you want anything else?
I must go.
Maybe enlighten protect me in this battle. Your magic is running out. Take it.
we're here. This is the cave that the tortured survivor told us about.
This must be Alba's camp.
Poor child. May the Enlightened welcome her. She was killed by these horrible animals.
We should search her body. She may still have Captain Reuben's logbook.
Going by Alba's diary, Reuben had planned his attack well. He began by putting pressure on her using her father, then our investigation. It's because of us that she fled New Serene, and because of her father and Johannes that she left San Mateo.
This captain used us and this poor girl to hide his own betrayal.
He will have to report to us. We should return quickly to New Serene to talk to the Admiral.
The Enlightened protect.
Is running out. Take the potion.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Our investigation is well underway, but the culprit is not who we thought.
What do you mean?
We found Alba, but she was innocent. In fact, her captain used us and her father to scare her. It's because of us that she fled. She never stole documents or tried to sell your secrets.
So, are you saying that the culprit is Reuben?
If this were not the case, why make up this story against Alba?
I can't believe it. However, he is a captain, and we have to find out who he was. Ask his crew, but stay discreet. Anything else?
The investigation is progressing.
Hurry up, and...
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Your Excellency.
The pleasure is shared.
What can I do for you?
What do you think of your new captain?
He knows how to make people obey him. He's a captain.
Does he get on well with Alba?
He was suspicious of her at first. When she disappeared, he spoke of trees. Anything else, Your Excellency?
I'm afraid I need to be going. Watch out for yourself.
Good day. What can I do for you?
What do you think about your new captain?
And since we got here, he seems... But... never mind me. Anything else?
I need to be off. Perhaps we'll meet later.
Farewell, then.
Hello. You need something?
What do you think about Captain Reuben?
Between you and me, I preferred Captain Vasco. He's a good captain.
He's aloof. Doesn't get along with his crew.
You're still far from the mark. The only one who gets a smile from time to time is that she scratches his itch. As soon as he can, he should be careful. A debt with a cuff.
If he's a loner, would make sense he needs some company from time to time. And as captain, he must have the...
Yes, you are certainly right. Anything else?
I need to go. Farewell.
Smooth sailing.
Hello, my darling. It's rare to see the upper. You and your...
I'm sorry, but I'm not here for that.
Really? What would you like?
I was told that Captain Reuben...
He's one of my regulars, it's true.
Does he confide in you?
Sorry, my dear. But what's between...
How about a change of scenery and a chance to work in a more luxurious environment?
Become a courtesan?
I'm the legate of the congregation, and the
Oh, I'm not stupid enough to miss such a chance.
Did Reuben tell you about his...
Oh, yes. But he says everyone is unfair towards him, and does...
Have you noticed him change?
Yes. He's been...
Did he tell you about his plan?
Like everyone. He told me that he would soon be someone, and that he would marry me.
Thank you, Gretchen. I'm done.
All that this young woman told us only confirms our suspicions. This man is a complete traitor. We should follow him after dark. We may be able to catch him in the act.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Entire Friday. closer, good people. Liqueur and wine. You'll find all you need in
We can see everything from here.
swarm through is...
Here is the traitor caught in the act. Shall we arrest him?
We should first find out what he puts in the box. Let him finish. The way is clear. Now, let's take a look at this box. The captain and his buyer should meet here at nightfall. This must be where the exchange will take...
Put the message back. We mustn't arouse suspicion.
The Admiral will certainly want to know about...
Let's go.
The best sport in Come closer, good people. liquor and wine. You'll find all you need in our...
Desarde.
We know a little more.
He has quite the nerve.
He must have thought that we would not come back. This could be a good time to get the proof we need.
That's an excellent idea. I will come with you. I want to see this traitor fall.
Are your boots?
From this position, we'll be able to see the meeting discreetly.
Perfect. I can't wait to witness it. This traitor is going to find out
Men of the coin. Our greedy captain has gotten together with them.
the wretched traitor. How dare he sell us to lawless mercenaries?
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Watch out!
Your life is running out. Take a potion.
Ha! This traitor got what he deserved.
Admiral, you seem hurt.
It's nothing. Sorry to have charged like that. I got carried away. I couldn't bear to see this traitor sell his whole family for a few coins.
Do you want us to tend to your wound?
No, I'll go back to port and get back on my feet. Find the documents. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, the three of you.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
The investigation is progressing, Admiral.
Hurry up, or I'm afraid...
Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
You'll find all you... Come closer, good people. The cure and wine for the continent.
He was ready to sell more than just his own knowledge. There are plans for machines and ships that he must have stolen from elsewhere. In addition to a substantial sum, Reuben is also going to obtain a major post on the continent. Everything is here. We'll give it to the Admiral tomorrow.
Oh, it's you on Ulminawi! Come and see! Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the... Are your boots worn through? Is your...
Desarde.
How are your wounds? Yes, here they are.
So, he lusted after a prestige. Thank you for bringing me. We owe you a lot, Desarde. I will not forget it. Nor will I forget the lesson. Be sure of it. You have my full gratitude. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier pretty alcohol.
Greetings. My cat. So, where would you like to...
To Hikmet, please.
That a captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Come closer. Come closer. All my way.
Hello there. My name is Desart.
I am Captain Lysandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Well, what can I do for you?
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You are the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember. And yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
You said it yourself, Captain. You've come across more than a few Seaborn, Sea-Given, all of them were... And you've clearly had the same
Absolutely. You are indeed the child. Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast.
Thank you for this information.
It's nothing. I'm getting sent him.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village, of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. de Sade was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the most efficient concoctions. All of Alsa's talent.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard of progress.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vigna?
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the...
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
The head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago, but I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes. Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Tiafradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others. There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find her.
The islanders protect their Donegada. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I'm looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she...
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try head. I am not sure if she is there right now.
I'm extremely grateful.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals. It looks like she may be in danger.
Let's go and help. It's got to be her.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals act...
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if some...
Excuse me, but are you Slan?
Yes.
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany...
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it...
My mother, or rather, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
A Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sardet.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. And divorced Jersey. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
Everyone loved her, Elwyn. What's more, you brought me her child. For that, all is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Magum. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative, and you lied to everyone. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family.
My child. What you're saying touches me more. At least I've done something good, for once in my deceitful life. I hope the enlightened will remember this when...
Desarde, I'm happy to... Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
My dear child, what...
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
See from your face.
Indeed. I put the White Tenlin down. The attack should no longer trouble you. I also encouraged the missionaries to...
I regret that violence wasn't...
In the end, we found the missing young ones.
Undivorced Tyr.
Will you agree to accompany me now? My cousin needs...
I have packed what is needed.
This pain, it'll be the death of me. I can't
control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze, consumed by a smouldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You pop in just when you're needed, cousin, as always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katisach, Constantine. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Urnaxe, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. Neither sign surgeon nor mage doctor could do a damn thing to alleviate my pain. I give you my last ounce of hope. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
Greetings, Katisach.
FaaartinMartin.
How is my cousin doing?
He's filled with dread as death approaches. Forgive him his mood swings. Thanks to my treatment, he suffers less. But his disease is... It would take a power far superior to mine.
I'm looking to meet Enormil Frichtman. I went all the way to the village council.
But they did not let you speak to Glendan the Elder.
Precisely. They said that only the friends...
This seal will allow you to give voice to the friends of your here, friend of Wenxavier. But you must convince him and no doubt pass many trials. Many monsters and traps are...
Thank you, Katisach. Why?
We do not wish to lose the one who placed his life in my hands. And you have already shown me your friendship.
I hope that Glendan will allow you to meet this god, cousin. Leave as soon as you can. Godspeed.
Have no fear. I'll do whatever it takes. I must go.
Wa awalams.
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you...
Constantine. Is it true?
This sickness is horrible, believe me. Now I... But you have not come to hear my complaints. Speak.
I'm going to leave now.
Look out for yourself.
You have returned.
Here is the seal.
And so you are a trusted friend of the... Enter.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. His trust in you makes me...
I seek a remedy. My cousin, as well as many other people on our... We think that only Enon Miel Frichteman can help us find...
Really? And...
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see...
Judge your intentions. But even if I should do this, for the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And this cavern is guarded, I suppose.
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people. Go now. Show.
What can you tell me about your god?
That the word God is too small to hold him. He is Tir Fradi in all and everything. The wisdom of his people, the gentleness of his rivers. You are looking for wisdom to heal the Renaigse. He is much more than that.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelam seg.
You have spoken to Glendan as you wanted. What more can I?
I was asked to pass the trial of water.
I have never passed it. Only those who... It is a tremendous...
Do you have any advice to...
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways. And your one way is through strength. But I know no more than this. The trials... Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck.
To shed blood. We want...
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter...
They are denying us...
We must heal it. Otherwise, this...
I am sorry,
but we only want to...
These people are fin... And I'm willing to bet that these...
You are killing the earth!
Shut it, you savage!
The Sade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye. They fell sick and... Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell...
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see him.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in.
Hello, Doctor. I am the and a soldier told me that...
Yes. I couldn't do anything, except if seeing corpses doesn't bother. I hope that whatever killed...
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue. Blood at the corner of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
The appearance of these bodies and the smell emanating from their mouths leaves me in no doubt. They were poisoned.
So, what do you think?
They didn't die of disease.
You're probably right. So I thought it must be a mysterious... But how could these three...
I'm not sure.
No.
Have you noticed anyone unusual?
Unusual?
You don't seem completely sure of yourself.
No, I assure you. The last ones...
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly, but they've been restocking us.
Well, we'll see what they have to say.
They usually hunt on the edge of the woods.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Watch out! Grenade!
Atoi! How can we not...
We only defended ourselves. These beasts attacked us.
Thank you!
We were looking for you.
Us?
3 woodcutters were
poisoned.
Listen, how about you tell me
It wasn't really an accident.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide, but the elder said that we would...
Which elder?
What? He gave us the meat of an animal. Its flesh is perfectly... And since the Renaiks, he wanted it to be a lesson.
I will not hold you responsible. But you are the instruments of a hateful... And I'm under the impression that there will be even more...
This old man is devious. The method he used was very original. But now people have died. The woodcutters will want vengeance, and things will only get worse.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Corsillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict without violence. Sir de Corsilion.
The Sade, my youngster.
I found no traces of Professor.
That's most regrettable. Can your old professor...
The mission you entrusted me with has made great...
Very well. Let's... Good. You have traveled great distances. Keep doing what you're doing. Can your old professor still prove himself you?
I have come to find you because I received a complaint. They want to be able to access a clearing, but our men there say that the site was supposedly ceded to them. If we don't intervene...
It is very regrettable. According to what you have told me, if ever there was you should go to the archives and verify this. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor.
Can your old professor still prove himself you?
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Day, dears.
I need you to enlighten. The natives want to access this, but some of our men there are used. Tensions are running high.
Yes, there was a time when...
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross, as is the notion of land ownership.
If they did not possess these lands...
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented.
In that case...
When we arrived on the island, we also had to make sure that the natives dreamed of possessing. It was easy to make them sign agreements. I was a stranger to their philosophy then.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go.
Sir de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me.
Indeed. And I think
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time the clan of this village was. For this reason, I think we should... In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we can exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve. But several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never...
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing...
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
What brings you here?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation. You will now be able to access it freely, and the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. You must deliver this man to us because he is responsible.
These men died because of their own. If they hadn't cut all the ochreberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of...
3 woodcutters died after eating the meat of an andrew.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochreberries...
How could you do this? By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath.
Duncas, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoixe to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance...
I understand. But I have one The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation, but digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the... But some Renoixe came back, and some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had... If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault...
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. If you do, we punish the person...
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Duncas.
Qua awalum seg.
Sorry, this is private...
Actually, no one should...
I wouldn't know. Listen, you should go to the authorities.
I definitely will.
If this mine is as dangerous as Duncas said it was, those who are exploiting it are reckless. Do these people not have any regard for the lives of their miners?
They may not have realized how dangerous such a place could be. We should take a closer look.
Sorry, this is
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Those reckless fools. They've resumed operations in the mine.
It's revolting. They chain these poor natives up and have them take all the risks in the mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sieur de Courcillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business. Sieur de Courcillon.
Decidez, my young student.
I've come to ask you about a mine. It was closed for a long time for security.
I see. However, I do not... He is a rich merchant from
Unscrupulous. This man had some natives captured and he's...
What? Does this all... We cannot tolerate such... You should start by finding... Don't worry. We'll not let this... Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Good. You have traveled great distances. And keep doing what you're doing, de Sade. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to see...
Are these documents written in a foreign language?
I get lost in all the legal jargon. But they have Lady Moronge's seal on them. We should find her, to understand exactly what they say.
Good day, dear sir. Happy...
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land. Here are the deeds.
Do not worry, this type of... However, they are very clear. He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet the mine which was located on this plot of land has been reopened and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security reasons. This man's behavior is reckless. He usually spends time at the port when he comes.